Whoops. There we go. Just gonna do a quick sound check. Quick sound check. Quick sound check. We do have sound. We do have sound. That's amazing. All right. Let me get this right. Um. Oh, my light has no battery. Okay, let me see if I can do like a white screen and just try to get like white on my face. All right, let's see. This will work. Just let's just get a white screen. How hard is it to get a white screen? Would it be better if I just went to YouTube? It's the only way I can full screen a white screen. Perfect. 24 hours of pure white screen. Great. Good thing I have battery on this. Should have checked. But we are alive. Okay? We're live and we're alive. It's almost like a horror movie. Um let's talk about the box. No pun intended. All right. The box is a lie. Okay? The box is a lie. When someone tells you to think outside the box, of course, they're not trying to lie. It's just a common phrase, the meaning of which is uh, think outside convention. There is a way to do things, and to innovate is to think outside of that convention. But the box is a lie in all forms. The box is a lie because convention is a lie. Convention is a creation. It's something we accept because it's the way that seems to work the best. And you see in history all the time where convention changes because new ways are formed, new ideas are created. And the box is a way for you to internalize that convention. I say away with the box, away with convention. There is no way to do things. Nothing is true. The only thing that exists is what works. And one day it works and the next it doesn't. And that's true for all things. It's flimsy. Existence is flimsy, and therefore everything else in existence is also flimsy. As you can see by my attire, I'm ready for my run, which I will be doing after the live. But I wanted to talk about this idea of convention, this box. And I guess in a way, not to be too, what's the word, contrarian, the idea of thinking outside of the box is to rip you away from convention, but it's the idea of convention that that makes you feel like there is some sort of safety in it. I don't understand why people have to drive like that. It's just too loud. I'm not a fan of it. Plus, I have hearing problems. I get tinnitus. I don't. I do. Maybe. But that doesn't matter. What matters is that there is this idea of convention, right? So let's consider some sort of example. And every time I want to put this screen down, I can't because it's my only source of light. So I'm just going to keep it here. Just remind myself. Plus, it's getting hot on my leg, so it's annoying. And it's already quite hot here. So, should have planned ahead. I should have planned ahead. But what I want to talk about, what's convention? A boxer will train conventionally his entire life. He will be taught by his uh, coach to fight a certain way, to train a punch a certain way. And he could be the most technically precise and textbook boxer, but out comes a man with abnormally long arms who overshadows him and fights with basically no form. And, you know, he could win. And that's how, you get like people like the Bronze Bomber, Deontay Wilder, Absolute Beast. Um, you know, just because, just because boxers get beaten don't mean that they're absolutely like nothing now. Like that guy is still an absolute monster. And, Fury lost, right? Fury lost to Usyk. And Fury lost to Usyk, and that doesn't mean Fury isn't Fury anymore. All his accolades. Anthony Joshua lost a few times. That doesn't mean he's not Anthony Joshua. Even Klitschko, um, far removed from his prime, could still kick some ass. Klitschko, textbook boxer, outboxer, wins on points usually. AJ starts off his career doing knockouts and then starts becoming a little more technical, hiding behind his jab, a lot more protective. Andy Ruiz Jr., American heavyweight champion of the world, beast, um, killed the unkillable, beat AJ when nobody thought he would. Fifth round TKO, was it? Yeah. There is no such thing as a convention. There is a formula that can take you close to a desired result. There's nothing wrong with going and learning from the box itself, even though it's a lie. Convention, or convention gives you what has worked consistently the most to achieve a certain result, or at least a result. Convention will take you that far at least, but convention is a result of opinion. It's perspective. It's created. It's an illusion. That's not to say it does not get results, but the box is a lie. And it's tough. It's tough because it's a bit of an unnerving thought because you realize that everyone everywhere in the world is just doing their best. And, there is no rule to anything. Just some things work better than others. And if something does not work as well as something else, you can alter it to a point where it could and create a whole new thing. Because the fact is, you don't know. Neither do I. We just do our best. And, and some people are better at doing that via experience of knowing what works over time and what doesn't work, and that's valuable experience. But to someone starting out, the box is a lie. It is useful, but it will trap you because so much of what is useful is hidden. People always say, because of the internet, you can do anything, and it's like not really, not really. Easier said than done. Easier said than done in everything, right? You can Google online how to make money online. In everything, there is an element of time, of timing, and it all has to do with human beings, and it all has to do with what is the zeitgeist of the moment. And that part you cannot teach. That part is kept hidden until it is no longer useful, right? Like people will sell you courses of how to make money, how to do certain things. 5 years after that, knowledge is useless. And the second someone does, everyone pivots. Everyone who knew it before that moment will pivot. If something becomes mainstream, avoid it like the plague. That is the box, that is the perception. It is a lie. That becomes a convention then. Drop shipping became a convention. I was aware of drop shipping uh, before to 2019, where it kind of blew up again. Drop shipping was something I was aware of in 2015, and I did not pursue it in 2019 itself because I thought, no, drop shipping has seen its day and it's too saturated. And then 2019 is what people regard as the heyday of drop shipping. It's when it all blew up. And it's like, okay, there is no convention. I thought drop shipping was, and it's a matter of perspective, right? I thought drop shipping was the box because I had been with it for so long. But because other people had not, it was not in the box, right? And so the box is a lie. It's absolutely, it can lead you astray, and it all depends on who you listen to, what that box contains. How many times have I said box, and how many times am I going to say it again? I don't know. It's very hot, and I'm starting to sweat real bad, so I will not be here for too long, unfortunately. When day 100 hits, I will be moving to LinkedIn. Just as a, just as a, just to letting you know. Just letting you know. And that's the idea of there being no convention is a scary thought. But it is also liberating. It means that you can create your own path. And, you know, the idea of a box is different for everyone else. Convention is different for everyone else. One part of the world will have a culture that represents something, and in another part of the world, that same gesture may mean something completely different. And so the box is a lie. And, yes, you can learn from the box, but take it with a grain of salt, because the real work is in what comes after it, what comes beyond it, what comes with understanding human nature. Because here's the thing, if you can understand people, if you can understand psychology, then you can understand industries, markets. And honestly, if you start from that part, you're probably going to have a better idea of how to do anything, but a lot better than someone else. If you can understand people, you're going to have a lot better time than someone who tries to learn from the box and then has to work outwards. So the box is a lie. It's a training wheel to help you understand that, there is some sort of structure, or at least that structure can be found or created. And that's all it is. It's created structure. It's artificial. It's not real. Do I sound like a crazy person right now? What's the point of going on a run if I'm just. Can you see my sweat here? Can you see the sweat? That's. What's the point in going on a run if I'm just going to sweat it all out here? Be wary of convention, because it could lead you astray. Because I heard that drop shipping was saturated in 2019. And I'm not bitter about it, even though I keep mentioning it. I am bitter about Bitcoin, which I learned about in 2012. Now that's something to be bitter about. Just like in this internet fringe community, you find out about what Bitcoin is, and then, you know, it's just the way it is. Not much else to say. It's like I'm in the boiler room. It's like I'm in an oven. Actually, an oven wouldn't make me sweat like this, probably. Well, no, I'm thinking about a microwave. A regular oven would. See, convention. What am I even talking about? What's an oven? It's an enclosed room that takes in heat. You can heat it up with microwaves. You can heat it up with coal. You can heat it up with fire. You can heat it up with hot air. Hence an air fryer. Underrated. Air fryers are underrated as much as people will overrate them. They are ridiculously underrated. What am I talking about? If you can understand people, that is worth more than any other knowledge. And sometimes you have to trust your instinct. And sometimes you have to trust the numbers. And the thing about people is, you might be able to find people that trust people, but people will always trust numbers. People will trust results. That's and lead with your results. Lead with results. That's important. I've got an important day tomorrow, so I've got a lot to do tonight. Wish me luck. That's just the way it is. Okay, I'm gonna hop off because I am sick of feeling like I'm in a shower again after showering. So it's been real. Consider what I have said as a lesson. Perhaps agree with it, disagree with it. Destiny will arrive all the same. You know what I mean? Okay, man. Woman, whatever. I doubt anyone's watching this. Hi, mom. Um, yeah. It's been real. Be good. Do good things. And subscribe, and good things will happen. Okay? This is how movie lighting is done. I got that light in the back, and then so I'll put a light here. But pretend the screen's not there. All right. I'm getting distracted. I got work to do. Um, heed this warning. IPA. Subscribe and good things happen. I'll see you tomorrow.